Also coming from our border, Mexican businesses and industries in Ciudad Juarez are raising concerns over proposed tariffs that President-elect Donald Trump is set to impose once he starts in his office.
And this could mean an economic impact for imports and exports on the border. ABC-7's Juarez correspondent Heriberto Perez has a story from south of the border.
National reports show these imposed tariffs on Mexico are to encourage domestic production and manufacturing in the U.S. as a response to concerns that China keeps building auto plants in Mexico as a backdoor to U.S. markets.
They were building the biggest plants in the world in Mexico. They were all, and you know who owned them? China.
President-elect Donald Trump emphasized during his presidential campaign he will impose tariffs on Mexico of 25 to 100%. Mexico has been the U.S.'s main commercial and trade partner in recent years. The U.S. imported $476 billion from Mexico last year, more than Canada and China, which follow Mexico on that list.
Eso lo va a complicar más el costo operativo.
The coordinator of the border business blog, Torsa Layandia, said an increase in aranceles or tariffs could complicate things for maquiladoras because operational costs will increase and more jobs could be lost.
La industria maquiladora, créeme que está muy preocupada.
Salayandia said the maquiladora industry on the border is worried at this point because they don't know what they are going to do if this happens. Business leaders on the border are also concerned over industries and businesses leaving Mexico to start operating in the U.S. due to a decrease in taxes during the next Trump administration.
Entonces es interesante la visión económica de ellos y la visión económica de México.
Salayandia added both Mexico and the U.S. economic vision will need to have an understanding to avoid a trade war in the future. Reporting in Ciudad Juarez, Heriberto Perez, ABC-7.
Thank you, Heriberto. President-elect Trump says his goal is to put pressure on Mexico to stop the illegal crossings of migrants and drugs into the U.S. Some economists say if a trade conflict starts with Mexico, this could mean a rise in prices for us right here and American consumers.